Coming up on this week's DIZ Pod, it's all about Disney 100. What? I don't know how professional it is to talk about audio issues before you begin every podcast, but it's become a tradition now. But I think we finally have it solved. We had a little echo that was a little aggravating, and I just want our listeners and viewers to not ever think about the audio other than, wow, they sound great. So here we are. We're here. Thanks for being patient, everybody. If you were waiting for the live broadcast, if you're listening on the rewatch, thank you for doing so. So here we are. It's the Disney 100. Hey, I haven't talked to Kathy in a week. Really haven't talked to Lawrence in a week either. So this is kind of where we catch up a little bit in this segment. And we'll talk about in the parks for sure. Lawrence thinks it'll be a very interesting one. So I believe him, even though I lived it. And it was a good week. It was a good week. It was an up and down week for sure. So it depends on what we dive into. So here we are. Yeah, a little bit late. I literally came in on two wheels, and we were ready to go at 6:30, believe it or not, but had to work on an issue. Other than that, how's everything going, guys?
Good.
Yeah, I'm good. I was home most of the day. Had to take the car in to get the brakes changed, but other than that, I was home. So I've got the Disney trivia set for tonight's episode. So hopefully everybody enjoys that.
Yes. Hello and welcome everyone in chat. Hope you had a great day and you're having a great Wednesdays. So
Thursday.
yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, it is Thursdays. It's also tradition for me to say the wrong day.
Of course it
So third day live on the channel. That's what we like. Next week, there is a programming change, though. We will be, I thought about this. We're live. Since I went live Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to do a rare no Wednesday, and we're just going to go with Tuesdays because of that. So no Wednesdays next week, everybody. Okay. But there will be a Thursday DIZ Pod. So we don't want to throw people off too much there. So, yeah. All right, I mean, I'm ready to get into this. I guess I really don't have much small talk right now. I can't think of anything else. I am wearing the newest shirt straight out of the wardrobe for the DIZ Pod. It is amazing. It literally is the ride that we know as Haunted Mansion. Like, it's the ride. It takes you along the ride, like through the house, through the graveyard. I don't even know what else to say. It's just so cool.
I've seen that shirt before.
So I love it. That's what I'm wearing. Today's Magic Band featured is the Magic Band plus Orange Bird. And there's just orange birds all over it. In the center, like the puck of the Magic Band, is an orange. So, yeah, that's what I'm sporting today. And I pulled out the Boardwalk mug, which is really one of my favorite mugs. It could arguably be my favorite mug. I mean, it looks like it was pulled straight out of the 20s.
Yeah.
And it has a nice metal looking handle and it has stripes. Kind of reminds me of the Dapper Dans, and it outlines the boardwalk on top with the Boardwalk logo, and it's laced or lined with silver along the rim too. So I think it is.
I do like that one.
It's very nice. It was definitely, of course, a lot of mugs back in the day were no-brainers, and I just picked them up and bought them. But this one was definitely a no-brainer. I'm like, I need that one. What do you have on tap for your mug, Lawrence?
I'm sorry. People are saying that they can't hear me well in chat.
Maybe bring your volume up a little bit more.
Can't really go.
I kind of thought that too.
Hold on.
I'm always loud enough. What's up? Theo Sam Eagle says the volume up, my friend Lawrence. Yeah, we have to hear what he has to say.
All right, let me know if that's better.
Yeah. I like it. Does chat like it? I think we're good. So what do you have for mug?
So So for my mug, I've used this one before. The Disney 100 Years of Wonder. This is from Walt's 100th birthday, but I thought it was appropriate for the Disney 100. And then my shirt is hot off the presses.
Hot off the sewing machine.
Yeah, it is Disney 100.
Look at that.
Aw,
I
all the
see
characters.
Snow
Very
White and Snow White,
So-
Alice.
And I kind of
Moana.
like it because it's not the norm, right? You got Moana, you have Snow White, Dumbo, Mickey's not on here, Minnie's not
Whoa.
on here. Yeah, so
You like
it's,
that?
different
Where it's different?
characters, but still
Yeah, 'cause-
celebrating the Disney 100.
Yeah, because Mickey is pretty much assumed, that he's on anything celebratory, right?
Exactly.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, Catherine ran home to finish the buttons on the shirt after work today.
She's dedicated. She's dedicated. She literally, we were all at the park together last week. She literally left to go finish my buttons
That's right.
right there. So we love Catherine. And
So I know next
what do you-
week, I was going to say next week is our 20th show. So we're going to do viewer questions and a little bit of show and tell. But I did have something that I wanted to show off in this episode that came in, I think, while I was at Disney.
I love that. And it's in the Disney font.
Yeah.
Where did you get that? I need it. I need that. That's pretty cool.
I might be able to find you one.
Y'all see that? Did you all see that?
You just have to tell me what color you want. They're different colors.
Blue.
All right.
I don't know though. The red kind of says more Disney, doesn't it? I'll go with red.
All right. All right.
That's awesome. I know we're always looking at accessories.
Amazon.
Yeah. We're always thinking of ways to spruce up the studio for sure. Chat is liking your ears, Kathy. So talk about
thank
your
you.
ears and whatever else you got going on over there.
Yeah, I know Allison A was saying she needs a purple room like mine. Yeah. I got purple everywhere. Yep.
I'm
It's
sure
a
my
lot
mom
more
would
like
that.
Kathy's room looks a lot more like what Villain's Lair should look like than Villain's Lair itself.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Even the curtain. I love the curtains.
Do you
Yeah.
love it?
Yeah.
Do you love it? Do you so love it? Look at that. Isn't that cool?
I know it has like a silvery
It does. It's got a
sheen
silver,
to it.
Yeah, it's got a silver design on it. Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Hey, I reserved seats last night. Kathy, for Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, cool.
There's one seat left in the back. I'm sure nobody will take it. So if you want it, it's there. It's a Nightmare Before Christmas in 3D. 3D. So
Wow,
that's coming up tomorrow for us. We have a busy weekend. We're don't we always? My weekend
Yeah.
is always stacked and packed. So tomorrow night, I think we might hit some Olive Garden though. It's that never-ending pasta bowl, That I haven't had that in a long time. I think that's still going on. So we might hit that because the show is actually 9:30 at night. And you tend to forget, you don't realize this when you're home. It's a bigger deal, I think, when you go to the movies, that Nightmare Before Christmas is only an hour and 16-minute runtime.
Mm.
It's so short. So we'll be in and out of there. We'll probably be longer at dinner if we go to dinner than we will be at the movie. But that's okay. You got to take advantage of that. So what they're doing, and here you go. I thought we had nothing to talk about, right? So what they're doing with these movies now, I love it when movies come through again on an anniversary or something. But sometimes they make them too fast. Like all of a sudden, like within a week or two time, we have the anniversary for Beetlejuice. We have the anniversary for Back to the Future. I'm a little busy on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. I can't go to that movie. One showing. What's up with that? One. I mean, maybe it's taking money away from screening something else, but come on. Let's give us a little more time with these classics.
I mean, at least a week.
Yeah, I think a week is fair.
Yeah.
our whole weekend. I mean, I was trying to really shuffle it. I'm like, well, there's a 10:20 in the morning on Saturday. We could go do the Leonardo DiCaprio movie tomorrow night, and then we could hit, before Epcot, we could hit, Nightmare Before Christmas. But Tammy is not having that. Then I was like, well, we could end the stream a little early at Epcot and then buzz over to Disney Springs for a late night Nightmare. And she's like, no.
Wow.
So I'm foregoing the Leo movie that I couldn't wait for to go see Nightmare, and we'll postpone Leo for one more
You
week.
said that's tomorrow, Corey?
Yeah, tomorrow night, 9:30.
9:30?
Yeah, you're a night owl.
I am.
You can handle that.
Yeah, I can.
So
Sweet.
if you want, when we get off, we can see if that seat's still available, and you can pick it up,
Okay.
and we can go,
Oh,
and
but
you can
then
go to
I can't
all of.
sit with you?
Yeah,
Or-
because there's only one more seat. It's the
Oh.
LID, it's the LID specialty seating area is what it is. Because we
Oh, okay.
claim that all the time. Get your seats early. You get to sit in the back where no one else is. I love it. So there should be one seat left unless one crazy person wants to sit near a group of 4. Crazy. I'll never forget that lady that I had to sit near on a Sunday morning trying to squeeze in Little Mermaid live action. I go up to the top. There's nobody there in this like a row of like 8 seats. And I have the inner end seat, and she had 2 beside me. And she looks me up and down and goes, "What are you doing here all alone?" I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, "Well, you're a guy and it's Little Mermaid, and where's your family?" I'm like, "They backed out. So you still came?" And I'm like, "Well, I gotta see what this thing is all about." All
I'm doing
right.
research, lady.
Exactly. Yeah. So I have a channel. I got to do some research here. Oh. Then about 15 minutes before the movie ends, she gets up and goes, "Well, it was good. I've seen enough." And off she goes. I was like, I got to be
Whoa.
stuck with this lady. Yeah. She was annoying. I'll never forget her. So there we go. All right. We ready to move? We ready to go? Let's see what we have in store for you all today.
Corey,
on the
did you wear a
DIZ Pod.
magic band today?
Yeah,
I
you did
showed
the-
it.
Oh,
yeah,
you did. I'm
the-
sorry.
The orange bird.
Yeah. I always end up taking it off to show it, so I don't even wear it. I just put it aside.
So I wore one.
Ooh, that's the 1971. See, I knew that without you even showing me.
Hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like that one.
And of course,
like
as
it.
a child of the 70s, the colors just stuck with me.
Yeah, it's groovy.
Yeah.
It's definitely
So-
groovy for sure.
So for our
You wearing
magic
some bell
band,
bottoms there, Lawrence?
Oh, I hated bell bottoms. My mom forced me. Mom, are
Me
you
too.
watching right now? I think my
too.
mom is watching. You forced me
is.
to wear bell bottoms. Boy, did you. I hated those things
well,
so
these
much.
these were our colors: orange, brown, yellow. That's what we wore in the 70s.
Is that the colors of the 70s?
Yeah, to me it was. I have a shirt that looked like that. I always said it was my M&M shirt. Reminded me of the M&M. So now, since I wore a magic band today, you get this sound.
Ooh, very nice.
There you go. Putting the board to use.
We got to. I've got to learn how to do that because I have 3 spaces. I can make some noise. All right. What you got for us?
So, do you want to do the trivia first, or you want to do a little
No.
recap?
Yeah, aren't we going to do the 100th anniversary? We talking about that? Wasn't that today's
Well,
theme?
so I do want to bring up.
This is the only thing. This is the product of a pre-meeting 5 minutes before the show. Like normally we're like bang, 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 bang. We know what we're gonna do.
100th anniversary.
We'll put a poll in chat. You guys tell us what you want us to do. No, so I did want to talk about Once Upon a Studio. Did both of you watch the short the other night, Sunday night?
Nope.
Did you watch it, Corey?
No, I did not get a chance to.
Oh my goodness. All right, I can't talk about it then. You have to watch it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow.
I'll
Big-
say I'll say this about it. What I liked about it was in the animation style of whatever movie those characters were from. So it's not like it was drawn all CGI or all hand drawn. So I think that made it a lot more dynamic as to seeing all the characters in their own way that they are shaded. So we really enjoyed it. Definitely brought a tear to our eye seeing it.
Yeah, I saw like I don't even know if I think I saw a clip the other day really fast. I was like, oh, I've been waiting for this, but I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Yeah, Allison says she doesn't think they could have done a better job. I agree.
Oh, well, you know, it looks like they mixed some live action with animation too.
No, this was all animation. Walt Disney Animation,
All animation.
Studios. So all animation.
Oh, we need to bring back some Roger Rabbit style stuff and some hand drawn movies.
That would be
really
very
do.
cool.
Yes. All right.
All right. So, yeah, this is a product of not having a pre-planned meeting.
It's casual night. Welcome to casual night, everybody.
You need a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil or a rocket book. You can use that too.
Oh, wow. I usually have one near me. I don't even have that. Will I really need it?
There are 15 questions, and you'll need to write down your answers. So yes.
Okay.
Chat, you are going to participate as well, if you would. So be thinking of your answers. What I'm going to do is we're going to go over all the questions first so that Kathy and Corey can write their answers, and then we're going to go over the answers.
All right. I'm trying to find paper and a pen. You should have told me ahead of time.
I know. I'm sorry.
Surprise, surprise. The one time I don't have notes to take down.
I know.
But I have an envelope here.
Okay.
And,
Paper. Got
we're
paper.
gonna do it that way.
All
All right.
Pen. Now I gotta dig up a pen.
All right. So 1 through 15.
Yeah.
So is this designed so anyone listening on the replay can play along as well?
Yeah. Yep. They'll be able to play along as well.
All right. Oh, I'm digging through my thing here. I found a magic band in my.
Look at that.
Look at that. Congratulations. You should wear it on Saturdays.
I thought I put them all in my other room, but here's a straggler.
Was that the 50th?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yes. There. Ta-da!
I'm going to see if I can bring up some background music for us while they're answering.
Ooh,
questions.
yes.
All right,
Background music. Let's do it.
Still trying to find a pen, so bear with me. I only
Corey
have so
might know
much.
which one I'm going to bring up to.
Oh boy, the pressure.
Uh-oh. Excuse
The
me a second.
pressure. Hey, you know, last night we did Happily Ever After while you're working on that. And we were just that much closer last night to the castle. So I really tried to make it a point to focus more on the projections. So hopefully everybody watching noticed that, and they looked pretty clear from the
Found
distance.
pens.
So I think
Yeah,
I was
I
with
like
you when you bought those pens.
Really? Yeah, it's my frozen
Yeah.
pen. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I had them in here somewhere. Hopefully they still write.
Well, they should.
I
They're
hope
brand
so.
new, aren't they?
They are. All right.
We have some.
They do.
We have some Walt Disney 100 facts to read at some point as well.
All right.
Talk about a little bit of the history.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you said 15
You ready?
questions?
Yep. 15
1,
questions.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Disney Dina said I did an amazed Diz job last night. Thank you, Dina. All right, here we go.
I
Loving the
agree.
background.
I can't wait. Can't wait till I can go with you on a weekday again. But that'll be next Tuesday.
Yes,
Party
it will.
time, baby. Party
Oh,
time.
Jill has a costume. Jill has a costume.
Oh, good. What's she gonna be?
You wouldn't even be able to guess. She's going to be, she's going to be Mavis. Does that mean anything to anybody? She's going to be
Mavis.
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 No.
No.
Mavis is, well, let's see if chat knows. We'll give him a second, and we'll just see if somebody responds. She's going to be Mavis. Mavis. Yeah. So, Alicia said I did a good job there too. So, all right, we got some Disney trivia. Are we writing down our answers and then we're going to reveal them?
Yes.
Is that what's going to happen?
Yep.
In chat, Theo says Corey rocked it, and Neil and Alyssa were amazed. Thank you.
Always. It was good to see.
Catherine says she knows her. So, yes, Mavis is the vampire daughter from Hotel Transylvania.
Oh.
Oh.
If anybody's seen that animated movie, which was pretty good. So that's who she's going to be. She's going to be Mavis.
And I'm going to bring up my clock.
Ooh, we've got a working clock, everybody.
All right,
Uh-oh.
let's see.
Do
Can you
do
still
do
see?
do 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 do.
So, all right, here we go. We got the game rules.
All right, so there's going to be 15 questions. We're going to give you about 20 seconds to write down your answers. Each correct answer will be 1 point. We're going to tally the answers and the points after. And players should refrain from using external sources to find answers in the game. Don't cheat.
No cheating, y'all. No cheating.
All right, are you ready?
Yep, we're ready.
Rolling.
Question 1. What is Olaf's favorite season in the movie Frozen? Chat, write down your answers. Don't put them in chat.
Don't enter them in chat. Just write them down. We'll see who does the best.
Okay.
What does the winner get? Catherine wants to know. Respect.
There you go. There you go.
Respect.
Number 2. Finish the line from The Emperor's New Groove. The funny thing about shaking hands is...
I've never seen that one.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Theo said it's so hard not to type. All right, we're ready, I think.
Question 3. Which of the darling children in Peter Pan wears glasses?
Oh.
Which darling? God, those kids. I was just in their room last night with Peter. Gosh. Let me think.
I can see him. I can see
Shelby
him.
said Peter.
Yeah. Peter. Shoot, I'm going blank on one of them.
I can see him. I can clearly see him in my head. I just.
Well, hopefully
His
you're not
name
going
is-
blank on the right answer.
Yeah, well, his name is escaping me right now, but I can see him.
Yeah,
boy.
same.
All right.
Okay, next.
What scene was considered Walt Disney's favorite piece of animation ever?
Oh, jeez. Wow, you pulled out some hard stuff.
What
Lawrence.
scene was considered to be Walt Disney's favorite piece of animation ever? Oh, thinking of one right away. So now let's kind of backtrack and kind of think what else it could possibly be. Favorite piece of animation. Well, I'm going to go with this one. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What is the name of the song that Mickey and his friends dance to at the end of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
Oh
I
my
used to
God.
do every character's dance in that when the kids were younger.
I don't have kids. I've never seen it.
Kathy, I may or may not have watched that without Finley in the room. She might have been napping and I might have been watching it.
That's question 5, right?
Yes.
Or 4,
That's 5. Yeah.
5.
which means I missed number 4.
4 was the animation.
4 was the animation.
Then what was 3?
The kid who wears glasses.
Then what was number 2?
Shaking hands.
Yeah. Finish the line.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm caught up now. We're on number 5, right?
Yes.
We just did
Okay.
5.
All right. Good to go.
All right, number 6. Genie was stuck in the lamp for how many years before Aladdin found him?
Oh.
Um. Oh, it's one or the other. I'm thinking of. Oh, okay. I got it. I got it. I think I got it.
Yeah, I think I know that one.
Okay.
I know it gave him a crick in the neck. I've got like a hair on the microphone or something.
I know.
Or-
I see. It's just focusing on you. 7. What was Mickey Mouse's first spoken words ever?
I know that one. I so know that one.
Oh, I should know that, and I don't.
I know it. I know it.
I'm gonna guess though, and when I do that, I'm dangerous. So watch out.
Okay, you
Uh-oh.
go, Corey.
Question 8. Who said it's kind of fun to do the impossible? I don't know why that's not a question. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Just ignore the question mark. Oops.
Yeah, that would just be a guess, and Walt would be too easy. But I'll write this.
Okay.
And ready.
What was said to be Walt Disney's favorite Disney song?
Ooh. Wow.
What was said to be Walt Disney's favorite song? All right. I think
There was
gonna
actually
go
a
with
movie done about it.
a movie done about it, like just that.
Well, it was part of the movie.
Okay. All right. This is going to be funny when we reveal the answers.
I know.
What is the name of Minnie Mouse's cat?
Oh, jeez. Boy, where'd you find these questions, Lauren? Jeez.
I wrote that one down without even thinking about it. No, okay, maybe I thought for a second.
I actually hold on.
I think Lawrence is going to die on us, so I'll have to take over in a
No,
second.
please.
I actually bought
Oh,
a Disney
Trivia.
board game.
wow. You
Oh.
you skipped straight to the expert questions, didn't you?
He's going for the final pie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get this one. In Steamboat Willie, what song does the goat play after eating the sheet music for it?
Oh, jeez.
What song does... Oh, my God. Nobody knows that.
Yeah. I had to throw one out there. I'm like, who would know this? And why would anybody know this?
God, if anybody knows that, you get a $200 shopping spree.
Question 12. What movie marks the first superhero movie to be released by Walt Disney Animated Studios?
What movie marks the first superhero movie to be released by Walt Disney Animated Studios? That's the key right there. Really? Okay. All right. It could be a movie that I'm thinking deserves a sequel. So that's what
Allison, I'm just testing everybody's Disney nerdism.
Yeah, how much of a Disney nerd are you? Hello, Hannah Anderson.
Oops.
I don't think Hannah Anderson was in attendance in last night's live stream, which is okay. But I'm just saying I noticed. I think if I noticed correctly.
Topolino is an Italian name for what Disney character?
Oh. For what Disney character? Oh, gosh. Well, all right. This is going to be funny.
Question 14. Which orchestra performs the music in the 1940 film Fantasia? You want a hint on this one? I'm going to give you a hint. They are currently in the MLB playoffs.
Really?
Not the orchestra. They're not, but
They're dead.
Their city. That'd be kind of weird to have guys who play.
Really?
playing
I'm
in
just
MLB.
trying to think. Like, huh? Well, okay.
I think that helped me, Lawrence. That hint.
Didn't
Okay.
help me.
Question 15. What song does Cinderella sing as she gets dressed in the morning in Cinderella?
Oh, jeez. You know how long it's been since I've seen that movie?
There we go.
Hmm.
Cinderella looking out the window. I can picture it. I can picture it, yes. Hannah confirmed she was not there last night. See, I notice you all. I take mental attendance.
Corey, can you hear me?
Yes. Very
I
well,
cannot
actually.
hear you guys.
Oh. Well, don't touch much. Don't touch it. All right. I thought we were getting background music. Lawrence is coming back, I think. I want him to come back with some background music. So some of those were pretty tough, which is okay. We don't want softball questions all the time. So yeah. Good job on those questions, Lawrence. Oh, he left again. So yeah, make sure y'all hitting that like button, even though it's a podcast live, because that still helps. We're trying to hit over 1,000 views and listens each and every week now as our new baseline. So yeah, we could all hear him, but he couldn't hear himself. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay. Can you hear us?
I can. You can blame that on Catherine because she came home from the store, and so her AirPods connected to my computer.
She owes me a new shirt. She owes me a new shirt. That's it.
I can't
Get
wait
on
to
it.
hear the question. I can't wait to hear the answers to some of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
All right, chat. Everybody listening live and on the rewatch. Let's get these answers.
All right. So how did you do? What is Olaf's favorite season in the movie Frozen?
Summer.
In summer.
It is
Da-da.
in
Da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-doom.
It's
Love
in
it.
summer.
Love it. If anybody's just listening or watching the video clip of Olaf enjoying summer.
All right. Question 2.
Nope.
Finish the line from Emperor's New Groove.
Never seen it, so have no clue.
I only saw it once, and I do not remember that line. So anyone in chat, if you know it, you can put it up. But what was the answer?
I don't know if we're going to have audio for these, which is going to be an issue. But he says the funny thing about shaking hands is...
Waiting on it. The scene is still playing out right now.
So the funny thing about shaking hands is you need hands.
That's funny coming from a goat.
Llama.
Llama. Same thing.
Yeah,
same
I don't want to
thing.
offend any llamas listening. I'm sorry if I offended you or goats. We do have a small goat demographic that does listen.
All right. So
Very nice though. Like the clip.
which of the darling children in Peter Pan?
You know, all I could think, 86JB says that's an alpaca. So all I could think about at the moment was John, and I know there's another one, but I don't think John is the one that wears the glasses.
I just put down Christopher. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't remember, but I put down Christopher. I don't know. I don't even know if that's one of the kids, but...
It was John. It was John.
Yeah.
I was gonna make that my answer, but I didn't write it down, so I'm playing honestly. So I only have one right so far.
Me too.
Excuse me. So, what scene is considered Walt Disney's favorite piece of animation ever?
I guess
I
we'll
went
put
with-
Steamboat Willie.
I went with Fantasia. Where's our background music, by the way?
Well, I dropped it out because we were supposed to have music for the clips. All right, so you said Fantasia and Steamboat
Yes.
Willie.
Yeah.
Wrong on both counts.
Oh, geez.
It's Cinderella's transformation.
Wow, how about that? All right.
Yeah, supposedly that is his favorite piece of animation.
Okay. All right.
See, you learned something
Well-
on the show.
We did. All right. Well,
Learning lots of things. Oh, here
right.
we go. Another thing I've
What-
never seen.
What is the name of the song that Mickey and his friends dance to at
hot
the end of
dog,
Mickey Mouse
hot
Club?
dog, hot diggity dog. It's a brand new day. What you waiting for?
There you go.
Get up, get down, get on the floor. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Wow, 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 wow. All right, that's enough. But yeah, that is such a staple in our house. Oh my, brings back memories. So many memories that now and then Tammy just says, can we watch some of this and just put it on? Because whenever you look at old home videos when the kids were babies and photos in the albums, that's on the TV in the background consistently. It was a great show.
I have a clip of or a video of Finley at maybe a year. I don't even think she was a year old, and she's just sitting there just bouncing to Hot Dog every time it plays. So yeah,
It's so well. That show was so well done. The music was great. The stories were great, and from Tammy and I, it's something that we didn't mind having on all the time.
I think I thought I heard that they're doing it again.
Oh, really?
They're gonna do- they're gonna
You
do
know,
another
when you
couple
walk
seasons.
through Hollywood Studios parking lot, there's billboards that advertises shows and upcoming shows, what's on Disney Plus, what's on Freeform, and there was something different. Like they're doing something different right now, right? It's like it's not Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It's like not Mickey Mouse Playhouse, but it's something. It's Mickey Mouse something. I was like, oh, that's what they're doing now. So
Yeah, I don't remember which.
But you think they're bringing it back?
what's current, but I thought they were bringing it back. Yeah, yep. So we'll see.
bring it back.
Genie was stuck in the lamp
All
for
right.
how many years before Aladdin found him?
10,000.
I was off by 4,000. I said 6,000. 6,000
6,000
years
years.
can give you such a
10,000.
crick in the neck. Just because I walk around the park with a gimbal doesn't mean I know everything. There you go.
10,000.
Yay! I got my second
I
one
wish-
right.
Oops.
I wish we would have been able to share that audio. That would have been fun.
I know this one.
You do.
I do.
What was Mickey's first spoken word ever?
Hot
Yeah.
dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
But you didn't know the song.
I didn't know the song. I've never seen it.
Well, there. I said, hiya, pal. Hiya, pal.
Oh, I was gonna look for that. I thought I might have had that on my board. I don't think I do. Yeah. So I thought it was funny that his first spoken word was hot dog, and then they do the song at the end of the show.
I wonder if that inspired it.
I would think so.
Yeah. Hot dog is 2 words, says Hannah. Hannah's really smart. She's really smart.
She is.
She's
All right,
always on it.
Question 8. Who said it's kind of fun to do the impossible?
Walt Disney.
Corey?
I said Walt as well.
Correct.
Woohoo! All right. I thought it was too easy, but I couldn't think of anybody else. My second one would have been Tony Baxter.
That's a good choice, too. What was said to be Walt Disney's favorite Disney song?
I guessed, and I said, "When You Wish Upon a Star."
You
Good
know,
guess.
it's played so much, you would think so. I went with Hi Ho. Oh,
Feed
Oh.
the birds.
What?
we've got
Feed
some.
the
We have some smart people in chat. Shirley, Renee, Allison. I don't even know how
Feed
that
the
one
birds.
goes.
Yeah, that's from Mary Poppins. And if you watch Saving Mr. Banks, there you go, Allison. Which was a great movie. If you have not seen that, go watch that on Disney Plus. I assume it's on Disney Plus. Okay, what was the name of Minnie Mouse's cat?
Have no clue. No
Oh,
clue.
I knew this before you finished the question. Figaro.
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 So, we are through 10 questions. And by my scorecard, we are tied at 4.
Oh, between Kathy and me?
Yeah.
Yep, so far.
All right. I got to beat Kathy.
Right back at you, bud.
I don't know if this is going to be a point for anybody. What song does
I don't think so.
What song does the goat play after eating the sheet music for it?
Oh, man.
I'm going to give Chad a couple seconds. I want to see if somebody knows this one.
The Fourth Concerto from Beethoven on a G clef for Neil.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd put down ragtime. I don't know.
That's a better guess than me because I didn't guess anything. Jacob Bonfiglio says turkey in the straw. It is correct.
Yep.
Really? Wow, good for you.
See?
Yeah, good job, Jacob, on that one.
He Googled it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, question 12. What movie marks the first superhero movie to be released by Walt Disney Animated Studios?
Big Hero 6.
That's what I put down as well.
Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
And that movie deserves a sequel.
Yes, that was good. I liked Big Hero
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, we need a sequel. He's awesome. I bet Hannah Anderson likes him because he's all about medical.
Topolino is an Italian name for what Disney character?
I took a shot in the dark and said Mickey Mouse.
Corey?
Okay. I went with the cook that cooked the spaghetti in Lady and the Tramp. And it's not Pinocchio. He's thinking of Stromboli in chat. I got creative.
Tony was the restaurant owner in Lady and the
Yeah,
Tramp.
I know. Which is, why they name it Tony's Restaurant.
That's
on
right.
Main Street, just off of Main Street.
So
I feel
the
like my
answer is
voice
Mickey
is
Mouse.
horrible today.
Hey, I got it right! Yeah! I got it right!
Good job. Congratulations
Woohoo!
there, Kathy. Wow.
Which is why I show
Thank
him
you.
at Topolino's.
Good job. Yep. I love the outfits they have over there at Topolino's for sure.
Yes.
Someday I'll eat there. Someday.
Oh, you haven't eaten there yet?
No. It's
So-
you can never get a reservation.
I get anything I want. Just talk to me.
Oh,
Um,
brother.
There it's not family or buffet style either. It's one plate.
Yeah, that I know.
Yeah. But it was really good. If anybody wants to see a breakfast review on Topolino's, we do have that on our channel. And one of the greatest clips ever on our channel came out of that with my character
so funny.
interaction with
So
Donald.
Funny. We're going to pull that up for next week's show. We're gonna pull
Okay,
up that
we can
clip.
do
We're gonna
that.
play it.
And Alice wants to go to that one. I'm sure Allison saw the live stream of that, and we'll do another live stream from there doing that again because definitely want the family to go to that one.
All right, question 14. Which orchestra performs the music in the 1940 film Fantasia? I wonder
right.
if my sister Angelina knows this answer.
Well, you gave that clue about the playoffs, and I know that Philadelphia is in the playoffs, so I said the Philadelphia Philharmonic.
You were going to say PhilharMagic. I love it.
I was. Yeah, I was. I was about to say PhilharMagic, but yeah, I Philharmonic. I don't know
have
what they're
nothing.
called, but Philadelphia Philharmonic Orchestra, I guess. I don't know.
Steve says that was a great live stream. Thank you, Steve. I have nothing. I have nothing.
Philadelphia Orchestra.
Look at that.
Woohoo!
I get.
She-
I
she's
gave
excited.
I gave the clue. I thought he might pick
You-
up on it too.
Yes, you helped me. Thank you. It's
Good
only
clue.
because I'm a baseball fan, so I knew which teams are still in it.
Uh-huh.
I am too, but once my socks are done, I'm usually done.
I hear you.
I take my ball and go home.
Question 15. What song does Cinderella sing as she gets dressed in the morning in Cinderella?
I couldn't think
dream.
of it.
Is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. There it is. Yeah, it's a good scene. Yep. So there.
All right. So by my calculation, I have Corey at 6 and Kathy at 7.
Yes.
And that's why she's here.
Woohoo! Yay! I love trivia.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I got a dog. Okay, wait a minute. Why
Nah.
am I covered by a dog?
You'll
we go.
let's tell her what she won. She won a day of hanging out with us on Saturday.
Hey, there
I
you
get
go.
that anyway.
Congratulations. A whole day with Diz.
Very nice.
That's a present enough. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I thought I would give us some easier ones and some more obscure ones.
That was obscure
Well, it helps
for
us
sure.
learn.
Exactly.
It helps us learn, right?
Exactly.
Oh, Bernadette got 10. Bernadette's
Wow.
going to pop in the stream on Saturdays, and maybe she and Clint will hang out with us a little bit.
Oh, Jacob says he has a trivia question for the three of us.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Okay.
We're here.
It is
anybody
time
get more
now
than 10?
for. You know what I noticed tonight? We can all talk together, and the audio is great.
Perfect.
So shout out to Papa Neil.
Told you we have to give
yeah.
him it just fell out of my head.
Credit?
Like music production credit.
Music production.
Audio
credit.
engineer.
No.
Audio engineer.
Yeah, audio engineer is good. Yes. Hannah says, I fail at being a Diz fanatic. But you're fanatic about Diz,
There you go. That's all you need.
so that works. Hannah, do you have a countdown? Like, who has a countdown? Like, Hannah's just somebody at this point I got to meet. So, are you ever coming to WDW? We interact so much. Hannah and I have some history, I think, because I think we go back to before COVID and being part of the community. So
Okay, so Jacob says, what was the first? Wait, what was the first?
what was the first cartoon both Mickey and Minnie appeared in together? Oh, I know this, and I
Oh,
I
isn't it
cannot
that
recall
short
that
that's
again.
always in the little what's the name of that short?
It's not Get a Horse.
I thought it was.
Get a horse.
I thought it was Get a Horse.
Well, I mean, it could be, but I'm not sure. Mickey and Minnie together. I don't know. You got me on that one.
I think it's Get a Horse.
Yeah, Hannah says we go back to before COVID started. Yeah, so we got some roots. We've got
Nice.
some roots. That means Hannah has hung out with me many, many times over at Gasparella's at 2 a.m. via the stream. She's part of that crew.
Yeah, I wasn't around then.
I wish you were. Oh, that's some memories. You might want to go back on Tanya's channel, some late night streams on the that would be Saturdays. You'll
I'll
see
have to
us.
do that.
You'll see a much younger Corey back then. Much better looking.
You haven't changed in 5 years, in the 6 years I've known you. You haven't
Thank you.
changed.
You haven't changed in the year and a half I've known you.
That's good. That's good. Jacob has, though.
Yeah.
Yes, he's gotten taller for sure.
Jacob's rocking out the new iPhone 15 Pro Max right now. He's the only one that
Wow.
has it. Yeah. They're all on back order. So we got to wait for ours. I think I'm next in line. Then Tammy gets hers.
Plain
The
crazy.
answer is plain crazy.
Ah. Wow.
Very nice, Jacob.
Wow. A whole chain reaction from Hannah. See how that works?
Do you want to
Yeah.
do sponsors?
Yeah, let's hit up some sponsors. Sure. I wasn't ready, but I'll be ready. I will be ready. I'll be ready really quick. So right here, let's get right into that quickly. Hang with us, everybody. We just got to have to hit up our sponsors. And what's coming up after sponsors?
Disney
Anyway,
100
I got to roll.
history.
The Disney 100 stuff. History. Okay. If you're ever thinking about wanting to live near Disney with over a decade of helping people find the home of their dreams, you want to contact Victor Naraki. He is the perfect realtor of Vision Home Real Estate, LLC. To help you find the home of your dreams, go to DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. That's DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. You can also reach Victor at celebratingflorida@gmail.com. And as soon as he reaches 10,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, he's going to hand over $1,000 to give kids the world. So definitely help him reach those goals and let him know that we sent you. If you're about to start planning your next vacation, make your next vacation with Your Magical Adventures Await. Claudia is creating Disney adventures worldwide. She can create a magical adventure to Walt Disney World, Florida, any Disney park worldwide, Disney Cruise Lines, Alani Resort in Hawaii, guided group vacations with Adventures by Disney, and she's also a Universal Studios expert. If you book with her, her services are free, and she might even save you a few dollars. Her availability is unmatched. You can get her Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Claudia Anderson of Your Magical Adventures Awaits is waiting for you. 956-455-8049. She's a great follow on Instagram as well. Follow her on Instagram, Claudia Anderson, all one word. And we want to give a shout out to Mayan Pain Cream. Go to MayanPainCream.com. If you have pain of just about any type, you can go there. There are trial sizes. There's 1 ounce, 2 ounce sizes. There's different types. There's a roll-on. They just added 2 new ingredients to the next batch, and it's getting even raver, if I can say, raver reviews, more rave reviews. So definitely, we've had 100% feedback on how well it works. So if you or a loved one has pain and you're thinking about kick the Tylenol out, kick all that stuff out, try something that's all natural that you don't have to worry about unless you're on a blood thinner. It's good. You're good to go. And even with the menthol, it has to be a heavy dose of it for it to really affect anyone with the blood thinner. And Mayan Pain Cream, proud sponsor of all of our giveaways. So there you go.
Awesome.
Well, speaking of the sponsors, someone in chat said that I should have won a house from Victor.
I mean, why not?
Sure.
I was going to say, make it big enough for all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
The DIZ house. How
Yeah.
cool would that be?
That would be fun. That would really be
70,
fun.
70 rooms. Yeah.
70.
Nice big studio. Well,
Gotta
yeah.
have-
That,
oh,
we need to
does that
man.
come with a maid, a
We need
cook,
to
and a butler?
accommodate Neil and his family, Lawrence and his family, us, you. I don't even know who else would go into that.
I like
But,
the
yeah.
idea of the studio.
All right, are we talking statistics now, or facts?
Yeah.
I have the facts.
Yeah. Just the
I have the
facts, man.
facts. I'm gonna lay it right over you guys so I can look straight ahead. All right, it's my duty. Here we go with some Disney 100 fun facts. I don't know how fun they are, but they're definitely facts. So the Walt Disney Company was founded in October of 1923, October 16th to be exact, by brothers Walt and Roy Disney as the Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio in Hollywood, California. The studio produced its first successful series, the Alice comedies, which combined live action and animation and later created Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. In 1928, Walt Disney created Mickey Mouse, who became one of the most iconic and popular cartoon characters in history. The first Mickey cartoon with sound was Steamboat Willie, and it was a huge hit. In 1937, the studio released its first feature-length animated film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which was critical and commercial success and established Disney as the leader in animation. I would say from there on out. In the following years, Disney produced many more classic animated films such as Pinocchio, Fantasia, Dumbo, Bambi, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, and Sleeping Beauty. In 1955, Walt Disney opened Disneyland, in the first theme park of its kind in Anaheim, California. The park was an instant attraction for millions of visitors and spawned several other parks around the world. Looks like we're going decade by decade, which is really nice. In 1966, Walt Disney died of lung cancer at the age of 65. His brother Roy took over the company and oversaw the completion of Walt Disney World in Florida, which opened in 1971, which I've always said Roy has never gotten nearly enough credit for Walt Disney World. And in the 1970s and 1980s, the company faced some challenges and controversies such as declining box office revenues, corporate takeover attempts, labor disputes, and creative differences. In 1984, Michael Eisner became the CEO of the company and initiated a revival of its fortunes. He expanded the company's film production, television networks, theme parks, consumer products, and international operations. In 1990s and the 2000s, the company acquired many other media and entertainment properties, such as Pixar Animation Studios, Marvel Entertainment, Lucasfilm, and 20th Century Fox. The company also launched new franchises and characters such as The Lion King, Toy Story, Pirates of the Caribbean, Frozen, Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Star Wars. Today, the Walt Disney Company is one of the largest and most influential media conglomerates, I gotta say that word right, conglomerates in the world. It has a global reach and a loyal fan base across generations. And that is Disney by the decades.
So I would just wonder, the 70s and the early 80s, does anyone have favorite movies from that time? Because obviously they weren't doing much. So I just wonder if anybody has a favorite from around that time, the 70s and the early 80s.
70s and early 80s. Man, I don't really... 101 Dalmatians, which was done in a different animation style. I forget the name of that animation style. Geez, I have no idea what was out in the 70s and 80s exactly. Maybe around that time I can think of... I can pull out one that... I'll pull out a couple of them. How about we dig deep and go with Pete's Dragon, which combined live animation and with live action.
Wasn't that earlier?
Oh, was it 60s?
I think
okay.
it was 60s.
Because I would go Rescuers as well.
Oh yeah, that one's definitely like an early 80s, I think. I think that's late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, I love that. So I'd go with that. Something a little bit different.
Pete's Dragon was 77.
Oh really?
Okay,
wow,
so I missed that.
And so was The Rescuers. 77
Wow,
also.
Okay.
The same year? Huh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pete's
I was
Dragon
really
was
afraid. I was really afraid of the villain in that one. What was her name? It wasn't Margaret. It wasn't Medusa. It might have been Medusa. Believe it or not. Yeah. What about that
Aristocats,
princess
that's
movie?
another good one. Aristocats.
I have to admit, I've never seen Aristocats. And I really only watched 101 Dalmatians maybe as we came out of COVID, which I really enjoyed. We have others in chat. Alicia, American Tail. Oh yeah, American Tales. That was not Disney,
No.
actually.
Was that
Robin Hood
Spielberg?
from C. Michael T. Yeah, that was Spielberg.
Yeah.
So that was probably early Amblin Entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. Robin
Yeah.
Hood, that's a good one.
Never seen all of Robin Hood either.
Jacob.
Did see Fox and the Hound.
Flight of the Navigator. Man, oh man.
Not animated though. Yeah, but it was
Not
not
animated.
animated.
But a good one.
Oh, it doesn't have to be. Yeah.
No. Yeah. But that
Okay.
was that.
You know,
that's one
the
of my
Flight of
favorites.
the Navigator ship, right? The Flight of the Navigator ship, you could see in person on the backlot tour at Hollywood
Yes.
Studios.
Yep.
Yep.
Who was the voice?
Oh boy, I have to say I never saw that movie.
Oh, you need to watch it.
We're
It's
on
a
a
good
roll.
one.
I've never seen it.
What about the black
Yeah.
hole? The black that it was a live action, but it was called the black hole. That
I
was
think
like
the Black Hole was the
1979.
70s.
I think it was
Yeah,
I think
I think
so.
that was 70s.
Yeah.
I did see that movie.
I did. I saw it in the movies.
Wow.
See, there are
Okay.
some good ones coming out of the 70s.
There you go.
And Roger Rabbit for sure.
Oh God, love Roger. Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit did come to mind, and I would have to actually agree with 86 JB that that was probably the best Disney movie to come out of the 80s. Well, no,
Yeah.
I'd have to look at a list. I wish we had a list in front of us because there are a lot there. I mean, if Little Mermaid came out in 89, that's that whole section of, although
That was-
Aladdin could have come out after that.
I think
Lion
Aladdin was
King.
91 or 92.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty
Yep.
and the Beast.
Yeah, that was the
Of course, Beauty and the
Renaissance
Beast is
period.
my favorite Disney movie of all
Yeah.
time. So
Mine too.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
Renaissance period for sure. So you didn't see
Bed
Flight of the
Knobs and
Navigator.
Broomsticks.
Yeah, Bed
I
Knobs and
remember that.
Broomsticks.
That was an old one, man. Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
Mitchell Mason comes in with American Tales was Don Bluth. Okay. I remember
Okay.
that name. Yes.
so Pee Wee Herman was the voice of the ship on Flight of the Navigator, but
Wow.
he did not get credit for
Rest-
it. He
Oh, wow.
he went unnamed. But
he
it's
didn't want credit.
clearly it's him. So
Yep.
very, very cool. Yeah,
All right.
I can't imagine a company being, starting a company back then. What was it called? Disney Brothers Studios. And just-
Disney Brothers Animation Studios, I think it was.
Thank you. And to look forward 100 years to see how much it's grown from making these little cartoons, these little shorts, to Oswald, to Mickey, and everything that's come of it. I mean, it's got to be the biggest, global company as far as recognition goes. Because you start out as a kid and you take it all the way to your 90 and 95, and you're still talking about seeing the castle and all the movies that you saw when you were a kid.
Well, I'm thinking of this. What do we think of this? Because you're talking about that, right? So, what has happened to each and every one of us listening right now? Disney did something that no other movie company has ever done. If you go back before you could watch movies at home at your leisure, you'd have to wait for a movie like Wizard of Oz to come on CBS once a year, right? Then it came along the option of VHS, and you could watch movies again. And so when a movie came out and it hit VHS, you are not seeing that in the movies ever again, right?
Right.
Does anybody know where I'm going with this?
Yep.
So what Disney did when VHS came out, they made their money on VHS. And then what did it do before Disney Plus? It went back into the vault,
Yep.
never to be seen again. So you spurred this thing Snow White, blah, blah, blah anniversary. Get it on VHS. Then it became DVD, actually.
Yep.
So everybody went out and they got it on VHS. Then it went away for 5 years. Then Snow White comes out again in the theaters to do what? Not only to make a few bucks, but to introduce it to the next wave of children who are
That's
now
right.
5, 6, or 7. Now we're making that money. We've got that kid again. So it makes you wonder, like, was this the plan, the deeper plan all along? Like, let's show it again. Let's entrench it. I hate to make this comparison, but I'm thinking of smoking companies, tobacco companies. Let's make those candy cigarettes. Let's have the kids puff on that sugar, and then maybe they'll smoke later. I think it's a different. I think it's the same idea. Like, let's infuse these children with these movies that have been out for decades, and they can become Disney children, and then they'll come to the parks, and then they'll love everything to follow. I've never thought of this, but I think I'm onto something there.
No,
So my question so that's why you're saying, like, we're still talking about these things because we grew up with it. So now there's no vault anymore. We just have Disney Plus. So our kids born today going to still have that same impact, 30, 40, 50 years from now because we don't have that cycle.
that's
I don't like the reference, but I
that's an
agree, says
interesting-
Allison. I know, but my brain went there.
But they also did it where not only was it then released on DVD on VHS, and then it went back into the vault, and they heavily advertised, get it before it goes back in the vault. Then you also had, when DVD came out, certain movies were released on DVD from the vault.
I meant
then-
to add that on, yeah. So
and
now you have
then
to
you
buy it
had-
again.
You had even Laserdisc, right?
Yes.
And then you had Blu-ray, and then you had 4K Blu-ray. And so there's people that continued to buy them on all different media types. So yes, now
Yeah.
the question is, now that they're streaming Disney Plus, now what happens? I don't know.
Well, I mean, while we're shooting that out and just thinking out loud, if I were Disney, I would take some of those. And I love that you can just access all of them now. But
Yeah.
wouldn't it be smart of Disney to still create the vault and say, okay, Snow White's coming off Disney Plus for 5 years,
Right.
Well, they do that. They do pull some content off Disney Plus.
Yeah, I don't know what major animated films are like not currently on Disney Plus as opposed to what is.
I think the
So-
major ones are still on. I think they get rid of a lot of secondary stuff, but there's some other stuff like that. That series Willow, it was fairly new, and they
Yeah,
they
it
yanked
was.
that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I missed Willow. I have really not watched Disney
Yep,
Plus
me
lately.
too.
I've just been so busy. I'm so behind. I did want to check out Willow, so you can't even check Willow out now.
Nope, they yanked it already.
It must not have done well. It must not have done well.
I liked the original movie, so I wanted to see it, but didn't get around to it, and boom, off it goes. So we'll see.
Funny that I didn't see Willow in the theaters because I believe I was working in the theaters when Willow came out.
Really?
So I don't know. I might have missed it. I thought the trailer was playing, and then maybe I stopped working before it was released. When did I work in the movies anyway? I was like 16, so I'd have to figure out the actual date of that. But yeah, what else do we have? Do we have anything else?
This week in the parks.
Aha. I didn't even get the mindset for that. So you're gonna have to coax me along here. That's it. All right, this week in the parks. Where are we starting from? Like last Saturdays or Tuesdays?
So last Saturday's
it all melts together.
Hollywood.
Okay. It was a really great day because it was just a chance for Neil and Alyssa Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to say Alyssa and Neil. I got reprimanded on that one. So I think it was just them. I don't think Lucas was there. And Tammy and Jacob. And we just had a great time. I don't. Am I missing anything that happened? We got great seats for Fantasmic.
Yeah.
And Adar. So this is what happens now. Jacob and I always tout the best not fast food, the best quick service meal to get in Hollywood studios is the buffalo chicken grilled cheese with those beautiful wide steak fries. And I'm starting to feel like just having one is not enough. So Jacob and I actually order an extra order of that, and we just split the fries and each take another half of the sandwich. So we did that, and it was good, and we had some fun. Am I missing anything on that day? It was just a really fun day.
No, I do like that they have the 2 shows of Fantasmic again, because that does allow you to go to the second show 10, 15, 20 minutes maybe before the show and get really good seats.
It does. That really works out for us.
Did they ever clarify what happened to like the because wasn't one of the floats missing and then something happened to the dragon, right? Wasn't there some technical difficulties? Did they ever clarify?
I never saw that like online or anything, but you know, definitely noticeable. You can't sneak that by any of us. That's for sure. I'm sure everybody in chat remembers when you were watching. So what happened was you had the monkeys come out and do their thing. Tammy loves that. And then, you know, there's so many favorite things scenes I have in Fantasmic, but if I had to choose only one, it's definitely the princess montage. And so it just didn't look right from the beginning. You know, I almost feel like I could be wrong. They come in different directions. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Beauty and the Beast, they came along first, and then Ariel was coming through, and I looked to my right, and there's no Snow White.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh. And Tammy looked at me. I'm like, I don't think we have Snow White. And actually, they slowed down quite a bit on the tail end and kind of hung out a little bit longer than they would Belle and Beast. I think just to kind of fill the gap there for that. So that was different. That was definitely different. I remember one different thing that happened. We're flying, say, Jacob and I getting really good together as a team for Smuggler's Run. So apparently we had a newbie cast member on duty. And if anybody doesn't know, Disney has cameras in every inch of every ride. So if you're doing something you're not supposed to, like you want to just step off of the land and grab a banana or something.
Cucumber.
They'll know. Yeah, cucumber. They'll know. So we're flying a perfect flight, Jacob and I. He looked at me. He's like, Dad, we were at 100%, which I don't think they allow you to be 100%. Although because you do fall and crash purposely. But we were flying a perfect flight, and we over the intercom, we hear, please put away the selfie stick. I'm like, so we continue, you know, no selfie sticks on the ride. Excuse me. And then I hear it and I go, okay. I go, not a selfie stick. Over. And we're on the mission, man. We're on the mission. No selfie sticks on the ride, please. And Tammy's like, not a selfie stick. And we just continued. I did expect or hoped that somebody would be waiting for us so that we could discuss it, but nobody was. So, and of course, we never mean, and I've talked to other streamers about this too, we're never going to be rude to cast members or anything like that. That's not something they even deserve. But just in the nicest way possible, we try to let them know right away, like, okay, no, we know that it's okay to do this. And I'm always more than happy to talk to a manager or whatever if I need to, because they're always going to understand.
Right.
So yeah, that was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny where I was just like, I kind of modeled it after Star Wars: A New Hope when Luke and Han and Chewie break into the cell block, and the guy comes over the intercom. Who are you? What's your operating number? Everything's good here. We're all fine. How are you? So I was just kind of like, yeah, no selfie stick. Over. So that was good. Allison says, I mean, I don't think they would have fought with you. You would have explained that. Yeah, I would have explained it for sure. My voice is going away from me.
Oh.
So I decided to ditch the allergy stuff. This is day 2. Now I think I'm starting to regret it. So might have to go back on that. So that's in the parks on Saturdays. And so, by the way, I hope you're all enjoying Inside the Parks, because Lawrence did a poll the other day, and this is the most popular part of the podcast. So we definitely have to make sure we talk about Inside the Parks.
Yeah.
Before we wrap things up. So let me think. Tuesdays.
86 talked about the airplane. I don't even know if you can call it the B mode of Indiana Jones. You got like half a shot.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. So, yeah, we'll call it B mode of Indiana Jones. I mean, the plane wasn't working, so you just got into the action. We do scene 2, you know, of the plaza, and the truck explodes, and they all come out. All right, thank you, everyone. Thanks for attending. All right, that's awesome.
Thanks, that's our show.
Oh, all right, thanks. We'll get going now. So, and we had great seats for that too. And I specifically said this is going to be a great spot for the plane, because Indy and Marion hide behind the boxes right there.
Right.
And then they take off. So I'm like, this is going to be a great angle and everything. And it just didn't work out that time. Oh, yeah. The Wookiee cookie. I ate another Wookiee cookie on camera. Why did I do that? That was a waste of calories. But I thought I did something funny where it's dry. So I'm like, I don't have milk here, but let me just dip it in water. So I dipped it in the water, and it did make it a little bit more moist. And it actually took a little more taste away, if you can even imagine that. So, yeah, but the cupcake Tammy and I tried, and Jacob was, I want to say I said a 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 Mickeys. So that graveyard cupcake was pretty darn good. It had cookies and cream, whipped cream, and like a chocolate. Was it a chocolate tombstone maybe? So that was good. So yeah, I'm glad now that we're getting into it. All kinds of things are coming up for Saturdays. So, but I think that was about. I whipped Jacob's tail in Toy Story Mania.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was kind of
I
crazy.
should have bet my long shots.
Yes.
Yeah. See, yeah, because I am a long shot on that, and I was just. I mean, you do become with a level of fatigue at some point when you're banging that trigger.
Yeah.
You do get tired, and I was getting tired. I'm like, no, I am pushing through. I am winning this. And the key for me was to get the mouth to open. When that mouth opened right away, I was like, this is my chance. This is my shot. The poor kid, though, he wins so humbly. I should really take a lesson from him. Instead, I have to talk smack to him.
Yes, you do.
It's because I get beaten down about 8 times before I finally win. When we play video games at home in the past, a couple years ago, I've kind of let off on that now. But in the past, when we would play things like Star Wars Battlefront 1-on-1, and he'd beat me, we usually ended up on the floor wrestling. So there was a week where he and I wrestled, and I broke my pinky finger. And then a couple days later, Jill comes around the corner maybe of her room, and she puts her hand up, and he throws up like a roundhouse kick just to play. He broke her pinky on the same hand, I think. So Jill and I both had splints with broken pinkies within the same week.
Well, like father and daughter.
I know.
Were they the same color splint?
221,000, says Jacob. Yep. I think it was like 221, 224, something like that. Corey, you made Neil feel good for eating the Wookiee cookie. It does make Neil feel good. So maybe now and then I should fill my Wookiee cookie quota, maybe every 4 months. I voted for
And-
Jacob, and you proved me wrong, says Disney Dina. But
And you did a
now
little
watch for
shopping.
Jacob to go on like a 5 streak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So listen. So that giveaway that we did, we finally reached the 250. Thank you, everyone that subscribed, anybody that's new. We reached that milestone of 250 more subscribers, which helped us launch our first 100. I always have to say up to 100 because I don't think it's ever going to come out that even, but up to 100 giveaway. And so Nicholas Hendley was the first winner, and he was so gracious and gracious enough that he sent me a little YouTube video that he made. And that's what it's all about.
Yep.
He was so appreciative. I think he's a science teacher. Shout out to you, Nicholas. It couldn't have gone to anyone better than it did to you. And we're just happy that we made you so happy and appreciative of that. And looking forward to doing more. When we reach 12,850, we're going to do another Shop with Diz for up to $100. And we're always doing the giveaways. So definitely be subscribed. And LID Club members do get twice the shot.
Yeah, so if you're not subscribed and you're definitely getting value from our podcast and the live streams, make sure to subscribe. It really helps the channel out. It helps YouTube share the live streams out to other people so that they can come and join in on all the fun.
I was half joking about this on Main Street last night before Happily Ever After, as I was probably thanking somebody for a super chat. And it's just that I almost don't mind opening up the books, on a DIZ Pod one day. Just meaning like what do we pay for? Like, I don't mind letting you all know that. I mean, it probably would be interesting to you all, just because I get notifications whenever anything gets paid. And there are days or weeks where I see notifications and it's like, oh, you paid for this. Oh, you paid for, I'm like, what did the channel just pay for? Oh, it just paid for Zoom. Oh, it just paid for Spotify. I'll just say one for now, just to put this podcast on. It cost us a minimum of $50 a podcast to do this. Well, I don't know. Maybe it breaks it down for the month, but we pay $50 a month to pull this podcast off for free.
Wow.
So there's that. And that's just one thing. There's so many other things behind the scenes. $15 here, $20 here. And if we didn't do that, it wouldn't bring near the quality of what we're able to bring you all. Never mind, the cell phone bills and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But we're happy to do it. We're happy to do it. So that's where a lot of that money goes, and the food reviews. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Of
stuff
course.
that goes into it. I didn't think about the cost for the podcast. I was thinking about the other side, the equipment and things
Yeah,
like
no.
that, but-
When I do the check-ins, with with my, what do you call it, with the taxes, when I'm doing taxes, it's what it costs for the PO box. It's
Right.
there's a section designated for, I don't know, like internet and software. We have a lot of things in there
Yeah.
for internet and software. So
Makes sense.
yeah, I mean, I pay for Power Director for editing blogs, and
Yeah.
there's just a lot. There's a lot that gets paid for, and it's easy to do. I don't have to think about it. A couple weeks ago, our wires were just, breaking and acting funky. So without thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna have to spend some more money, I just go to Amazon and I order it. The night my brand new gimbal broke on me, not on Main Street in Frontierland, I sat down to eat some Pecos Bills and I ordered another one without even, I mean, it was going to be exchanged, but I ordered another one right there, so lots goes into that.
Yep.
So did we finish up? Oh,
Well, Tuesday was
what else do we have for Inside Parks?
pretty basic, but then Wednesday, last night.
Well, no, on quickly for Epcot, we actually saw the rocket launch right
Oh, yeah.
beside Spaceship Earth. So
Yeah.
that was really cool. That was really cool. And yeah, and I made it in time to go do a little shopping over at Connections. No, not Connections. Over
Creations.
at Creations. I had it right the first time the other night.
When you said it correctly, I was like, yes, he got it.
Yes. I was really hoping Neil was correct too, where it was going to go right over Spaceship Earth or right behind it, and it didn't. But that's okay. Neil, who for all I know, I would have been looking over France. I didn't know. I don't know what east and west is.
Yeah.
So, okay. I mean, we've talked about this before. When we're just touching on MK from last night before we wrap up, the traffic situation is ridiculous. It's horrible. It's awful. It's nasty. You can fill in the words. You can just keep on adding to it. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for Disney. Someone's dropping the ball with this, and it's Disney. You can come up with something, you know? And if I want to tack on something, and it's dangerous. You know, a woman ran my foot over last night with one of those heavy scooters. And luckily, I reacted quickly where I scrunched my toes. So she was only on my shoe. And anybody watching the stream heard me go, "Oh, my God. Oh, my God." And she just slowly looked at me. And I think her answer was, "Well, you should walk with your feet closer together."
Wow.
So, yeah. And there was another time making my way back where at some point you come in contact with a curb and people were falling off the curb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just so many lawsuits waiting to happen over there. And it's just bad. It's bad. It's too many people trying to go one way or the other. And it takes people rubbing against each other and just pushing. Just, you know, bread and butter, just going through each other. And I always say, you know, if you have an argument, try to come up with a solution. I think I have a couple. I mean, you mentioned it again. We broke it down on the podcast, so we probably shouldn't break it down again. But we broke down our strategies and how to do it better. And I thought of another one last night.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the fireworks at the end of the night where people have only one way to go.
Yeah.
Which is out. I mean, you're going to have a mass exodus that way, so that's probably not the complete solution either. It probably does work better, though, when the fireworks end and there's only like an hour left or 30 minutes left.
Right. Or like Neil suggested, when they used to do 2 fireworks shows. You know,
Yes.
You lose some of that crowd, but not all of it. And then, you know, you have that second fireworks show towards the end of the night. And then you lose more of that crowd. So, I don't know. It was crazy.
I think it's too expensive for Disney to do that. It costs a lot of money for those fireworks. You know?
Yeah.
So that's probably.
You know how they pay for those fireworks? Popcorn sales.
Popcorn sales cover the fireworks.
Increase popcorn sales by like half. That won't kill anybody, right? $2 more, whatever.
Yep.
What, $4 more? You know,
but
maybe
I'm
make an
okay
increase
with one
across the
show.
board.
You just have to figure out the traffic, and you have 2 exits. Market Street and whatever the other one is. I'm going to find out the name of that street one day. But you have 2 exits that you could use. And if you can direct everybody away from Tomorrowland and close Tomorrowland to traffic, you know, that bridge there by Plaza, if you can do that, why couldn't you do it with Main Street? You know?
Yeah. There's just a lot of arteries that people can kind of leak into, you know, and they're not using them, like they're closing them off. It would have been helpful if we would have been able to take a quick turn right where the ice cream shop is and start going that way, you know? So definitely a problem that Disney has to take notice of.
Yeah.
And we'll keep mentioning it because Disney watches and Disney does listen. Toes are overrated, says Neil. Oh yeah? Ask your wife. Dum-dum.
But let me say this about the last 2 or 3 live streams. I'm hoping that everybody in chat likes the polls, and we're trying to make it more interactive. Like even last night, Corey said, how about, let's put a poll up. I can't remember what it was. You're like, let's get a poll up. Oh, it was where to watch the fireworks from. and my
Yeah.
laptop wasn't here, and I was in the living room, and I ran in here, grabbed my laptop, and went and put the poll in. So hopefully everybody's has been enjoying that, because it's fun to see some of the answers.
Yeah, that's really fun, and want to thank Lawrence for doing that behind the scenes. Can't appreciate that anymore.
No,
Did I say
all
that right?
fun.
Really appreciate it. Yes. Disney Dina loves the polls. 86 loves the polls. We'll keep them coming. We'll keep them
Good.
coming. And I'll keep throwing up some trivia on the side wall there on the screen and,
Yeah, people like that
and
too.
fun facts. So good stuff. Good stuff. Educational, says Steve Bullock.
So speaking of parties, I was reading stuff today on Jollywood. Apparently, Jollywood is going to be geared towards adults.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't going to be a whole lot for kids to do. So I know I'm excited about that. I don't know if people are taking their little kids. If they're like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean, is that Disney dropping the ball now on that? Because they
No.
should really advertise that.
Well,
I mean,
from the point that was made
family
that in
goes
the
to the
article I
party
was
and just go
reading,
to it.
the point that I was reading in the article said that there was no child priced ticket. So that should have been a clue that it might have been more geared towards adults, because there's no child price ticket for Jollywood. They're all adult prices.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I mean, you know what though? Not a lot of people will think the way you do, because Disney's Disney and kids are allowed everywhere.
Well, yeah, no,
So
Disney's point is it's not, they're not going to exclude the children. There are things for them to do. It's just really geared more towards the adult
Right.
mind. So I'm looking forward to it,
yeah,
because like Dad
maybe
and
more
I are
like a
gonna,
Universal Studios kind of thing, where there's a
yeah,
few things for the kids, but it's mostly
yeah,
geared towards teens and adults.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
we'll see. Dad and I'll check that out in a couple weeks and give you the review.
Let us know. You were thinking about going, Lawrence, to Jollywood. How's that going?
I am. I think Catherine just put in her time off. So I have to do the same. I have to do the same, and I think we're gonna be there first week of December.
Okay.
So we'll do
All right. Very nice.
Luminous, and then Jollywood Nights probably the night after.
Nice. What night does that fall on?
Tuesdays, Wednesdays.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. All right. What do you think? Have we covered everything tonight?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
You want to talk about what's on the agenda for next week really quickly? And I think I have the link.
Yeah, actually. So we're really excited. It is our final Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party coming up this Tuesdays, October 24th. Kathy
Can't
will
wait.
be with us. The whole family will be there,
Yay.
and we're gonna have fun. I mean, we'll hit everything, LID style, the parades, the Dapper Dans, the pirate singers. We'll do plenty of trick or treating. We're gonna have a blast. So come along, everybody. It'll all be fun with an LID party. It's gonna be amazed Diz.
I
You'll get to
challenge you to
see-
come home with more than 17 pounds of candy like I did.
Okay, so there's 4 of us.
There were 4 of us.
5.
Ah!
Oh, there's 5.
Oh boy.
Oh, you might get it. All right.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
You guys get to see the debut of my Cheshire Cat costume.
There you go.
Yay.
Yes, that's right. That's right. See Michael T. Go Celtics. All right. Anything else?
Well, where are
So I
we?
just put
Saturday?
the link in the chat for the survey. Getting
Yes.
some good responses for the survey. So if you haven't filled it out yet, please do so. It's all about living in Diz and your experience with the channel and what you like, what you'd like to see better. Just make sure to fill it out. We definitely appreciate that. And during next week's DIZ Pod, we're going to be going over the results. And again, it's Viewer Week, celebrating our 20th show. So make sure to email us, thedizpod@gmail.com. Send in your questions so that we can kind of gear up some of those before the show. And then, of course, we'll be taking questions from the chat as well.
I just thought of this. Maybe we'll give away. So if you do the survey and you put your email in, we're giving away a $50 Target gift card to one winner. Maybe that's when we do it. Maybe we'll give that Target gift card away next Thursdays on the DIZ Pod.
I like it.
So everybody will have to attend.
I like giving away things,
yes,
so that's
Neil.
fine with me.
Yeah, Taylor Dane will be live at Epcot on Saturdays this week. We will be covering that. I like Taylor Dane. Loved her in the. Is that your favorite song for her?
Yes.
I like to take it down a notch, and it's love will lead you back. Love will lead you back. I can't even sing it.
I'm a dancer,
but yeah,
so give me the dance.
Someday
Piano-
I just
piano in the
know
dark.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Piano
No,
in the
she
Dark.
doesn't sing that.
She doesn't sing that?
That's Brenda Russell.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. You're right. You're right.
Ooh,
Yes.
I stand
Great
corrected.
DIZ Pod tonight, says Bernadette Gray. Bernadette's going to be with us, at least for some portion. She's welcome to stay as long as she would like
Very nice.
on Saturdays. Yeah. So there.
From Nassau County, Long Island. I forgot.
I'm already thinking about some Regal Eagle, I think. Some more Regal Eagle. It's been a while since we've had some fish and chips, but I don't know. We'll
Fish
see.
and chips, fish and chips, fish and chips.
Will you be singing along? Oh, yes, Dina, I will. Love will lead you back. I'll let you hear a couple bars. I'll spit a couple bars out at you. I love Taylor Dane. Last night there was a guy right next to me, and when I sang one of my famous part now in Happily Ever After, he looked at me and he was like, "Wow, you can really go low." I'm like, "I can go another lower note if you want me to." I used to watch true crime podcasts, but this is much more uplifting, says Keisha. Well, thank you. It's funny. I get an update on the best podcast going, and the number one by far is comedy podcasts. Then it's like true crime, and then it's like real news or something.
I actually just ended a poll that I put up in the beginning of the show to see if
I never
people
get to see
listen
the polls.
other podcasts. And so, 35% only watch our podcast. 50% others on YouTube, and 11% listen to others on Spotify and iHeartRadio.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for that person that has never seen a live stream, but makes sure they listen to our podcast. Does anybody out there exist? If you do, let me know in the comments, because you can always put comments in after the stream. I would love to know if there's anybody like that. And then if they've bridged the gap and decided to watch the live stream,
Right.
I can't wait. There's got to be somebody that discovers the podcast first.
Yeah.
So looking ahead, I think I might have to make some more programming changes coming up in the future, upcoming Saturdays, because I got an email, and I guess we'll let everybody go because I think Tammy's dying to come in here.
And I can smell the food cooking from the kitchen.
Yes. And I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to eat, Bernadette. I'm ready to open up that window again. So I'll say two things. So we are working on things. I talked about that. I haven't had a chance to focus quite on that yet. I have some other things I have to finish up. But I can't wait to dive into sprucing up the LID Club perks. We have a lot of perks planned, and I can't wait to announce them. And we'll do it with a big video announcement and all that stuff. And now another program came up. So we're coming up with another program that's focused on the health and wellness of our members, all of you. So number one is to help people. And when I talk about things, I love it. I talk about my Moby Fox bands, talk about my footwear. Whenever I love something, I always love to tell you all about it. And a lot of you will go try it. So thank you for trusting me. And as we start to come up with more health-oriented things, people are coming to us. We're going to start putting together a package. I'll just say on the DIZ Pod, we're coming out with LID Cares. And if there's anyone else out there that thinks others can benefit from what you have to offer, email me at livingindiz@gmail.com, because I think this is something no one else in the Disney community will even touch this. And it's just another way to bring you all closer to us. So there's that. And yeah, I think that was it, right? I thought I was going somewhere else, but I'll probably remember when we're off.
As soon as you hit the end
That's
button.
when I'll remember. Yep, I'll go, oh, that's what I was supposed to talk about. But I'll just say kudos to Neil for making a great speech on Main Street last night. I think that was really good. And he said he made a lot of great points. So there you go. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your night if you're watching live. And we'll be back here on the DIZ Pod in a week. And we'll be giving away that $50 Target gift card. Make sure you do the survey. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new, because we do giveaways every single live stream from the parks now. Even if it's just the Mayan Pain Creams, the 1 ounce. We're trying to give 3 of those away each and every stream. And then you never know when we're going to give away some Disney merch. I loved what I did yesterday. I knew I wanted to buy something. I wanted to pre-buy it, but I had to start the stream right away. And I just loved, I looked at the Noemos and I was like, how many of you would just love to have a Noemo and you never had the chance? And the chat lit up with people who would love to have one. So I said, well, why don't we get one? Why don't we do this? So we did it right there, and they got to pick out some clothes. It was Grandma Grover. I get to hand it to her in person because she'll be at Epcot on Saturdays. Hannah says that's a lot of cream. Aww. Hannah, did you get your cream yet? Get your cream today. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of the week. I will see you live from Epcot. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Taylor Dane, food, rides. We'll do Soaring Over California again. And maybe we'll get Kathy to scream really loud over there on Test Track.
On Test Track.
And maybe we'll test the signal with the newest equipment over at Mission Space, because I know a lot of you are dying for that. And maybe they'll let us in for the Moana experience. And I will wake up before 7 to try to get some Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh,
so it should be a jam-packed, busy day. And if we can get some Ratatouille in too, we'll do that. And of course, ending with the World Showcase walkthrough, all that good stuff. So we love you all. For the DIZ Pod, I'm Corey.
I'm Lawrence.
I'm Kathy.
And yeah, I don't even know how to end it after that. That's it. That's us. We're out of here, everybody. And I've got to hit the end screen. Here we go. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.